Hey, welcome to Daily Beard for June 23rd, 2019. So, in church today, they were actually talking about ways that that you would be stopped from living up to your potential by Satan in particular, but things that would drag you down. And they gave us a second to kind of reflect, and I came up with several things. So no, I'm not going to share with you, but there's something that lately we've been talking. If you've been following my journey, I'm wanting to go back to school, and I want to go back to school for doing a youth pastor. I'm 9 credits short, and I started looking into it and I have stagnated a little bit and found a little bit of information and haven't followed forward with it and all that kind of stuff. And so and a couple of weeks ago, I was thinking I should email the person that I've been given the name of and all this kind of stuff, who's good with, talks about grants and all this kind of stuff like that. And then I got this piece of information. It was a thing on Facebook talking about the education system in Ontario. Now we have a new government in the last year, or just over a year, I guess, and the guy in charge is, I have a friend who likes him, but is quite frankly not trying to do the best for education, in my opinion. And I saw a bunch of things from people who said they had access to grants on one level, but also on loans. We have this thing called OSAP, which is basically Ontario student loans, where you have to pay them back. You get grants you don't have to pay back. You can get grants for certain things, but loans you have to pay back. And one of the things is I don't have enough money to go to school. Like I just don't. I'm not rich. And so the schooling I want could cost roughly, if I went back to Tyndale, it was going to cost me roughly $1,500 a course. I need 9 courses. You do math. I'm not going to. That's a lot of money, though. For some people, it's not. For me, that's a ton of money. And I'm not sure if I'm going to have to change to a different school or program or whatever, or how that looks. And then I found that like a lot of people that last year, so one student was saying last year they got like $5,000 in grants and $20,000 in student loans. And this year, they, like, nothing really changed on their end, but on the government's end, since they put new things in place, they're getting 0 grants and $5,000 in loans. And this is someone who's supposed to go to school full time. Now, I'm not trying to go to school full time, but it's just things like that. Like, it's like how you're supposed to, you go from $25,000 for the year with $20,000 to be paid back to $5,000 to be paid back. And and that disheartened me a little bit, because I'm like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this. And I'm not saying it's good. It's not good at all. It's not. But I have a big God, and if my God wants me to go back to school, this gives him an opportunity then to supply me with the needs to do that. Now, I'm not asking for money right now. Although, if anyone watching is super rich and wants to just send me to school, I'm not turning you down. But that's not what I'm particularly asking for right now. But I'm not going to stop it. That's not going to happen probably, though. What I'm saying is, this is a moment where I can then, although the fact that the loans have been messed with and grants have been changed, and I may not be able to get money from OSAP, or if I get it, it will be a lot less than I need to finish my schooling. I may, this is an opportunity for me to trust God. And so that's like, the downside is, like, lots of people who are going through this, a lot of them don't know God at all and won't look at it as this. And I'm not looking at it as good. I'm not. These are problems. But there's a thing that said a problem is just, an opportunity in disguise. The only benefit I can have, the only positive I can take out of this is just another chance for God to show how awesome he is. So this week I will be emailing the lady that I've been given the info for, and I'm going to trust that if I'm supposed to go back to school, maybe I'm not. Maybe this is God's way of saying, hey, relax, you don't have to go back to school. Because again, my pastor's like, not all youth pastors have degrees that are finished. You know that, right? So I could do the job hypothetically now. I have a heck of a lot of experience, but I would still like to finish my degree, even if it's just so I can finish it. Even if I became a youth pastor, I'd still like to finish the degree. But this is another chance for me to trust in God, and so I'm taking it like that. And so if you're praying people, appreciate the prayer, throw it up there. If you're good vibe people, I'll take those too. But you know, it's like, this is a God thing for me, so I'm going to rely on that God's going to find a way for me to go to school. And if I'm not supposed to go to school, then I will find a way to find that out. So yeah, that's all I got today. Oh, I haven't done a Tozer video in a month. It's been chaotic, and I got overwhelmed, and I got in that spiral I talked about. So this week, for sure, Tozer's coming. For the 8 people that watch those videos. Doesn't matter. So, have a great Sunday, and God bless. Thanks for watching.